Ever wonder why negativity seems to have such a strong grip on us? It's like a stubborn stain that refuses to wash out, isn't it? It's interesting, even surprising how a single negative comment or situation can linger in our minds long after it happened. Let me share a little story with you. A friend of mine once received a negative comment about a presentation they gave at work. This comment wasn't constructive, just plain negative. It was one negative comment in a sea of positive feedback, but guess what? That one comment stuck. It lingered. It overshadowed all the positive feedback, and for days, it was all my friend could think about. This is the power of negativity. The truth is, negativity can affect us in profound ways. It can dampen our mood, stifle our productivity, and even impact our overall quality of life. It's like a dark cloud that follows us around, casting a shadow over everything we do. Negativity can make us question our abilities, make us feel inadequate, and fill us with self-doubt. It can make us overly critical of ourselves and others. It can make us see problems where they don't exist. And it can make small issues seem like insurmountable obstacles. Negativity can also affect our physical health. Yes, you heard it right. Chronic negativity can lead to stress, which can manifest itself in a myriad of health issues like headaches, digestive problems, insomnia, and even heart disease. But here's the thing, negativity is not some external force that we have no control over. It's not a monster lurking in the shadows waiting to pounce on us. No, negativity is a choice. It's a mindset. And the good news is mindsets can be changed. We all encounter negativity in our lives. The key is not to let it take root, not to let it dictate our actions, our thoughts, our feelings. We have the power to choose how we respond to negativity. We have the power to reject it, to rise above it, to choose positivity instead. So next time you find yourself grappling with negativity, remember this. Negativity has only as much power as we give it. Did you know our brains are actually wired to pay more attention to negative experiences? This phenomenon is known as the negativity bias, an evolutionary trait that has been programmed into our minds over countless generations. It's the reason why we tend to remember a harsh criticism more vividly than a compliment, or why a single failure can overshadow a series of successes. Imagine you're a prehistoric human living in the wild. You've spotted a bush with ripe, juicy berries. But right next to it there's a large, hissing snake. Now, which of these two do you focus on? The delicious berries or the dangerous snake? Your survival instincts would naturally steer your attention towards the potential threat. That's negativity bias at work. Fast forward to the present day. We're no longer fighting for survival in the wild, but our brains still hold on to this ancient programming. That's why we're more likely to focus on, and remember, negative experiences. The negativity bias is like a mental filter that colors our perception of the world. Let's consider an example. Suppose you're giving a presentation. You receive several compliments on your delivery and content, but one person criticizes your speaking speed. Despite the majority of positive feedback, you might find yourself fixating on that single piece of criticism. That's the negativity bias in action. It's not that the positive feedback wasn't genuine or valuable, it's just that our brains are naturally inclined to give more weight to negative input. But why does this matter? Well, understanding the negativity bias can help us be more aware of our own thought patterns and emotional responses. It can guide us to question our immediate reactions to situations and to consciously shift our focus towards the positive. This isn't about denying the negative or pretending everything is always perfect. It's about achieving a balanced perspective, where we can acknowledge the negative without letting it overshadow the positive. So it's not just you, we're all predisposed to focus more on the negative. But with awareness and practice, we can learn to navigate this bias and cultivate a more balanced, positive outlook on life. Wondering how to deal with negativity effectively? Well, let's dive right into some practical strategies that can help you navigate this tricky terrain. The first strategy is reframing negative thoughts. It's like turning a picture upside down to see it from a new perspective. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. You might initially think, "This is terrible, I'm going to be late." But if you reframe that thought, it could become, "This gives me some extra time to listen to that new podcast episode." By shifting your perspective, you flip the negativity on its head, turning it into a positive or at least neutral experience. Next, let's talk about mindfulness. This is all about being present in the moment, not dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about future problems. Let's say you're feeling nervous about a big presentation at work. Instead of letting your mind race with worst-case scenarios, focus on your breath. Feel the air coming in and going out. Ground yourself in the present moment. This practice can help you stay calm and focused, reducing the power that negativity holds over you. Lastly, consider creating a supportive network. This could be a group of friends who lift you up, a mentor who provides guidance, or even a professional counselor who offers tools to manage negativity. When I was going through a tough time, I reached out to a close friend. We would meet up for coffee, chat about what was going on, and she would always leave me feeling more positive and capable. Having that support made a world of difference. These strategies aren't overnight fixes. They're like muscles that you have to exercise regularly. The more you practice, the stronger you become in dealing with negativity. Remember, it's okay to have negative thoughts and feelings. They're a part of being human. But it's also important to know how to manage them so that they don't consume you. Dealing with negativity is an art, one that we can all master. It's about taking those dark colors of negativity and blending them with the brighter hues of positivity, creating a balanced, beautiful picture of life. By practicing these strategies, you can become a skilled artist in the art of dealing with negativity. How do you stay positive when negativity surrounds you? This, my friends, is the million-dollar question. It's like trying to keep a candle lit in a storm. The winds of criticism and negativity threaten to extinguish your light. But let me tell you, it's possible, and it's powerful. Positivity is more than just a mood or a temporary state of happiness. It's a way of life, a perspective that can transform your world. It's about seeing the silver linings, the glass half full, the opportunities and challenges. It's about choosing hope over despair, resilience over defeat, and optimism over cynicism. One of the most effective ways to maintain positivity is practicing gratitude. No matter how bleak things may seem, there is always something to be thankful for. Gratitude shifts our focus from what's wrong in our lives to what's right, from lack to abundance, from what we don't have to what we do have. It's a powerful tool in our positivity arsenal. Next, focus on solutions, not problems. It's easy to get caught up in the drama of a problem, wallowing in its negativity. But instead, why not channel that energy into finding a solution? This shift in focus can dramatically improve your mood and outlook, fostering positivity even in the face of adversity. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is also crucial. They say you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, so if you're surrounded by negativity, it's gonna rub off on you. But if you're surrounded by positivity, it's contagious. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who inspire you, who make you want to be a better person. These are just a few tips to maintain positivity amidst negativity. It's not always easy, but remember, positivity is a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. So, keep flexing that positivity muscle, keep choosing optimism, keep focusing on the good, keep being grateful, and keep surrounding yourself with positivity. Remember, positivity is a choice, and it's one we can make every day. Let's recap what we've learned today. We started off by understanding the potent force that is negativity. We saw how it can be a powerful motivator, but also a significant roadblock to progress if it's not managed well. Sometimes, negativity can make us lose sight of our goals and our worth. But remember, it's not the negativity itself that's the problem, it's how we let it affect us. We then delved into the science behind negativity. We discovered that our brains are naturally wired to pay more attention to negative experiences, which is a survival mechanism from our early human ancestors. This negativity bias, as it's called, can be a tough nut to crack, but understanding it is the first step towards overcoming it. Next, we tackled the art of dealing with negativity. We discussed various strategies that can help us navigate through the negative influences in our lives. These included mindfulness practices, reframing our thoughts, and setting boundaries with negative people. It's important to remember that dealing with negativity is an ongoing process and not a one-time task. It's about building resilience and developing a strong mental armor to protect ourselves from the slings and arrows of negativity. Our final stop was maintaining positivity. We learned that positivity isn't about ignoring the negative aspects of life, but rather about choosing to focus on the good despite the bad. It's about cultivating an attitude of gratitude, practicing self-love, and surrounding ourselves with positive influences. Now it's your turn. Take these lessons and start applying them in your life. Practice mindfulness, reframe your thoughts, set boundaries, and cultivate positivity. Remember, it's okay to stumble and fall as long as you pick yourself up and keep moving forward. And finally, let's not forget the most important lesson of all. Remember, negativity is a part of life, but we have the power to choose how we respond to it. Let's choose positivity.